Some beautiful graphics on this show.
Yeah, I really like what they did here at KSL with the, I don't know, the colors and the way the players are presented, and it's very cool. Very, very cool.
And a mineral hallway on the spaceship.
Yes, with the red minerals coming out. What do you think? You get more or less from those?
Oh gosh, that's a good question.
I want mineral patches where you can only get 3 minerals per mining round.
Wow.
Yeah.
That would be really
Imagine
sick.
if you only got 1 mineral for each return.
What if we change the game?
You lose a probe and you're just like, ah.
You have mineral patches that never die, but they only give 3 per trip.
Wow.
Sounds terrible and boring.
Sounds like a great way to destroy this game.
Yeah.
What if there were mineral patches?
Don't we need bubulas, though, in StarCraft 1?
We need bubulas. Where are the bubulas? I can't even watch this game. I'm trying to watch the strategy and see the supplies and the mini-map, but my eyes are screaming to find bubulas.
Yeah.
Okay? It's like seeing a face with no eyes or mouth, just a nose. It's weird. Okay?
That's really weird.
Yeah.
This is a 9 pool.
Yes, it is. Now, the 9 pool is, I would say, for Zerg,
9 pool speed.
The oldest top-tier build still.
Yeah, well, it's
This
very
was
old, no
mapped
doubt.
out very early on. You get just enough gas to upgrade link speed, and then you go back to mining minerals. Now, if Protoss scouts this early, all is well.
Is all well, then?
Yeah, he should be okay.
So you make 2 cannons, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's it?
Yeah, I think so. Now, I mean, the Lings are still a threat, but yeah. First of all, the Zerg, in some senses, hobbled themselves economically because they have so few drones. Their entire investment is to get these Lings with speed out. Now, some of the builds you scout a little bit later, and if they go for Gateway first, by the way, it's very hard to deal with this. Like
Yeah,
if you try
I would
to zealot
imagine.
pressure.
I think you'd have to go directly into Forge, wouldn't you? There's no way you're going to hold all those speed links.
Yeah,
with
I think you just don't get the Nexus right away.
Yeah.
Now, I believe you can get the Nexus up before the Gateway, but let's just see how Best does this. Because
I think the 2 cannons should be good to get the...
You got to be careful, though, because sometimes they'll just keep making Lings and just all in from there. And just
Sounds
dive
good.
on it. Yeah, and it's just... it's really frustrating.
Yeah, I bet.
So the second hatch starts now. Now, no, we don't have any of the eggs being made now. He should be going back into drones or Lings, but probably drones, since there's a probe still on the map. But look at this. He's combing the map so well with the Lings.
He's hunting for that specifically because he wants there to be that question.
Okay, so you do get the Gateway first. Now we know.
Is that because he was chased out with his probe so quickly, you think?
I think so, yeah. Look, he's still making Lings.
Yeah.
So Sacsri is basically going for it. He is straight up. He might be as good as these 1,800 ranked Zergs or Tosis. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe.
I'm saying some of those 1,800 ranked Zergs might even look up to him like, oh, you've lost? Well, what do you do then? He goes, oh, well, I just do the craziest all in from there. He goes, oh. Can you... And he goes, sign your mouse pad? Of course I can, 1,800 scumbags.
Hey! A drone's coming. Oh, no, it's going to the 3rd. Never mind.
So...
Wait, the 1800...
Oh, my God, here we go.
The 1800 signs his mouse pad? Is that what you said?
No, the other way around.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, maybe that would be funnier.
That would be fun. I was like caught off guard.
Link speed's done. Get ready to watch great Protosses fall. Artos is leading 40. He's trying to see what Best face
I'm
looks
looking
like.
at Best face. It hasn't changed at all.
I don't know why. Because there is a god in the Protoss world.
How did he hold that?
He should have moved the links further through. Look at this. Protoss doesn't have a Nexus.
Yeah, you just canceled it to buy a cannon.
You're like, wow.
My God.
He's going to get a Stargate now.
Oh, we're going to do 1 base. All right. We 1 basing? Oh, my God. He's just still making links.
Oh, holla at your girl.
You're supposed to
One
make a
base
sellout,
play.
right? Where's the sellout at?
You know, I actually don't know. The thing is that...
There it is.
There he is. Leave it to me.
Mr. Zealot.
Mr. Zealot. I think the Zealot should be on the corner and the probe's to the right of that. Look at this. He's like, shut up, Tasis. I know what I'm doing. Sorry. So what a weird game. Protoss never got the Nexus up. I think it's going to come up in a second here. Zerg made more Lings. He's hiding the second wave behind this. But I think that this time it's even less likely that he'll be able to break it.
Yeah, yeah.
The presence of the one Zealot is everything. So, I'm sorry, Zerg just started mining gas again. I think we have a den starting, I think.
I don't see it.
Or a layer. I think it's above the, oh no, that would probably be the pool.
That's the pool, yeah.
Oh,
There's
apology
the den.
accepted, Artosis.
Yeah.
So, he's got the den coming. Can you just Hydra bust here?
I don't know. You tell me.
Oh, I don't know.
Well,
you tell me.
Well, based on what you tell me generally about your ladder games, you can Hydra bust at any moment.
Yeah,
so,
that is true.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know. I guess you want to try to count the drones. The thing is, the math gets very fuzzy here, right? The Ling all-in didn't work, but Protoss also didn't get a Nexus up, so you can't double out with workers as quickly.
He just flew in. I don't know if he went far enough to see the Hydralisk den, but he saw the very low probe count, or, well, drone count.
A Robo.
Robo.
Yeah, this is something people have been talking about. If you see Hydras and you're not exactly sure, the Reaver is a little bit of a quicker fix to just mute the Hydra pressure than a Templar is.
Huh. I guess that does make sense. You know, obviously Scarabs build a lot quicker than 75 energy.
Well, a Scarab one-shots a Hydra as well.
Yeah.
And you basically can't. You can't truly dodge Scarab shots and break them.
Yeah, yeah.
So he sees this. Now, he's mostly, besides looking at drones, looking for a layer. Now, notice he only made one Corsair. Or I guess I'm sorry, he made two, but he stopped making them. You know what I'm saying? He's not massing up Corsairs because he realizes, okay, there's no muta threat. With no layer out, you're not worried about anything else.
I like this Reaver idea. Where did you hear about that? Like, you said people were talking about it.
I mean, it's on some forums and stuff, but it's also just like, it makes sense. I mess with it too.
Yeah, no, it sounds pretty logical.
I'm actually just bad with Reavers and PvZ, so I kind of I don't use them as much as I should.
I think the Reaver is not a unit that gels well with you.
Yeah, but the Reaver's out now, or he's gonna have the Reaver out. And the thing is that you just can't break him. And then from here, what you can do is actually switch back into Zealots with Speed and Templars.
Yeah.
And then you just have a Reaver with this Tier 1 army from Zerg. And the funny thing is the Reaver really is the best thing to fight a Tier 1 Zerg army. Ling Hydras suck against Reaver. And you got a shuttle with that? Oh, you're fine.
Okay, here we go. The Hydra's running up right now to get on top of those cannons. They gun the first damage one down immediately.
By the way, great probe pull. Goes directly through that. What's funny is this is held before the Reaver is even born.
Wow.
GG. That Reaver was just a twinkle in Best's eye.
That was a beautiful game out of Best. It feels like he's playing better and better. Every time we see him on camera, it seems like he's struggling with his mouse a little bit, which is why we had the initial pause as well, so that's kind of weird. But look, here's what I'm looking at in this series.
Yeah.
Sacsri way outplayed him game one and then cheesed twice and lost. What's the deal? What's the deal?
Yeah, I'm always amazed when I see somebody dominate in a macro game and then they start cheesing and losing and they lose the series.
It happens so much in StarCraft 1. It actually doesn't really happen in StarCraft 2.
I know. No,
it happens all the time in StarCraft 1 where it's like, you beat him in the macro game, then you're like, well, don't worry. I got a bunch of cheeses lined up.
Yeah.
It's like, well...
That being said,
what about the fact that you outplayed him in every way in the first game?
It's harder to do the same kind of macro game on that map.
No, of course. Of course.
Eddie is like really good for just...
And Best build ran into it a little bit, but still, it's... I felt like his macro play was very, very impressive, and now we're getting these cheeses that aren't working.
Yep.
And I'm worried about him. That's all. Just worried about him.
So, Best is one win away from moving on. Fighting Spirit, our classic StarCraft 1 map, is going to be where Game 4 is going to go down. And you can really have anything on this map, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
All sorts of PvZs. It is a good map to turtle, though, so we could have something like Game 1 where maybe Sacsri comes back and balances this out 2-2 in a victory in the same fashion as we saw him win earlier on. Anyways, our game's ready. Let's do this. Sacsri vs. Best continues on. Right now. Okay, so we have Best in the upper left and Sacsri in the bottom left. I think you made a really good point, Artos, is when you said that Sacsri's cheesing the last 2 games and losing, and it's so weird when you have somebody win in a macro game. Like, why? Cheesing once is fine, okay? But
Yeah.
if you win in a macro game and then you cheese in game 2 and lose, I feel like you're supposed to go back into more straight-up play.
Well, if it's 1-1 and, thing is, if you're up 2-0 after your first cheese, okay, I feel like you can cheese again. The thing is, there's something there as well where it feels logical, so it can be predicted, so you should vary from even what we're saying sometimes.
Sure, yeah.
The thing is, I don't feel like that's what I'm seeing. I feel like Sacsri is like, yeah, I have these builds, and like I get a lot of wins with them, and I'm going to use them here. And it's like, well, I mean, practice at home is never the same as playing on stage, both because a lot of players don't play as well on stage as at home, but also you get a beast out there like a Best or something. I mean, he's playing at 100%. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he has the experience, and practice games. No one on Earth plays their practice games at 100%. Like maybe you get 1 game a day at 100%. I'm actually completely serious here. You guys can like look this up online. Like they do tests on how close you can get to like the same performance, but it really takes it actually meaning something to get up to your full play. So I feel like while cheese can be good because people get nervous, the higher up you get, it's like, well, if they're catching every little thing and playing their absolute best, this is even less likely to work than it is normally.
We might have it set up for a cannon rush here.
Oh, does he have 2 probes out?
Yeah, he's got 2 probes on the map.
Haven't seen a cannon rush
I don't know
work.
where you cannon rush on this map, though. But I guess
Yeah, I'm not sure.
he's sending the 2nd probe here, so he's serious, man. And this is Hatch on 12, which the cannon rushes beat Hatch on 12 a lot of times.
Well, I guess I know where you can rush.
I guess I should have known that all along. It's so obvious. But
Of course, the thing is you can bring down drones and hop them. It is possible.
It
Maybe,
is.
What if you put a pylon there so that they can't go into the crevice?
That would actually be so cool. Let's see if he
That
does
would be
that,
super
actually.
cool. Because look, yeah, you can block that. Look at that. Now two
I think
two
the
drones
problem,
are back there.
Okay, hold on.
This
a second.
isn't working
Yeah,
well.
this is Garbo.
So why are we seeing multiple cannon rushes? Best is actually someone who cannon rushed last year as well. It was the only cannon rush I remember from last year, and it failed. This one just failed, and we saw another failed cannon rush last week. I never see cannon rushes work. This is in StarCraft 2.
Well, what's funny about it, because, I did a lot of cannon rushes back in the day, but back when they worked, they were so new, people didn't know, necessarily how to hop workers through stuff. I mean, when StarCraft first came out, there were a lot of good kind of rudimentary cannon rushes where you hide something in their base and you try to creep towards them, and then that's very easy to just stop over time. But the new age ones where you try to abuse the fact that minerals and gas geysers full on block and you cannon rush from behind, and then you follow that up with some very technical play, taking additional bases. That was incredibly powerful for about 2.5 years. And then everybody figured out how to stop them.
Yeah.
And, I mean, Sacsri sent literally the exact right amount of drones, got 2 behind the minerals and 2 in front.
Yeah, you killed one of the probes and forced 2 cancel pylons, and there was that additional lost mining time from having a second probe out.
Yeah.
It just seems, I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm waiting for the next time we see a cannon rush work at the pro level because we haven't seen it in so long.
I know, right? It just seems...
Between ASL and KSL, I don't believe any have worked. At all. Literally at all. We've done 8 seasons of ASL and 4 of KSL. 0% success rate, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty bad, man. And so I'm on the same page.
I'm trying to think of a Terran build like that.
To be honest,
like
I was really well known for cheesing and cannon rushing. I don't do it anymore for this reason. I don't even bother.
Everyone can jump drones over. It's not hard.
I mean, it's great when you win because you've essentially stolen a game from the other player,
It is theft.
You played for, like 3 minutes and then you won the game. Or you crippled them terribly and then you get to have an uphill battle the entire time. Or downhill, I guess I meant to say. Whatever. You guys know what I mean. Now, what about counterplay here for Sacsri? Is there any? I mean, Protoss is slowed down, but not that slowed down by the failed cannon rush since he canceled the pylons. Had he tried to make cannons and that was killed, then it's pretty bad because everything's just so much worse. So we got the layer here.
Yeah, he's skipping that Spire once again.
Wow, so he's going to get that Zealot.
Things are looking up for Sacsri right now.
And we have Corsair into... that's a nice wall, by the way.
Yep.
By the way, one little tip for you guys, if you're watching and you're trying to learn. You can't put a probe on hold position. They don't have that command. But if you grab a Zealot and a probe, and the hold position icon will appear, and the probe will suddenly also hold position if you hit it.
That's right. And if the probe is sitting in between a couple buildings, and you need on hold position but you don't have a Zealot yet, attack one of your buildings.
Oh, yeah.
With the probe, because it will not move, and that is not what's going to win or lose you the game.
Yeah.
That probe attacking a gateway or something. Okay, Hydra time.
Yeah.
You ready for a bust, Tasteless?
God, I love this part of the matchup for Tosis.
Yeah.
By the way, this Hydra bust, it looks like it's engineered to probably pretty effectively take down Best if he's not going to take this perfectly. Now, he should have seen, okay, there's more Hydras coming. That's a little bit alarming. Is that probe stuck there?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, he has to mind move that back through there. Also, when you see that the Hydras are not coming here to defend, you immediately know that...
he's serious.
Yeah, he's serial.
It's got to go now.
Now, the Lings will come into the front.
Here come the probes.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Hydras come to the front.
Oh, the probes are having a terrible time drilling. That was actually a big miss micro from Best.
Yeah.
Look at all the probes that are stuck.
Oh my god, the Lings are going to get through. The Lings, when they can damage the cannon, it goes down so quickly. It is just Lings, though. Oh, and I'm sorry, there's actually 3 Hydras. Somehow my eyes did not see that.
Yeah. So Best actually messed up his micro and still looks like he might end up holding.
Yeah.
He drilled, and then he attack moved when the first probes got out. But you can't do that. You got to wait for them to get out.
He's got to be careful with that Overlord.
Back.
If you get one DT out, if you kill the Overlord. So right now, it's all about not dying as Protoss. You don't even want to think about winning. You want to think about holding this off. Because he's going to have way more workers. By the way, 2 DTs are coming out now. Oh, that was a mistake. I'm actually surprised he made 2. I think you're supposed to make only 1. You need to get a Templar out here eventually.
That's the real mind game. You make 2 and you send one in to die, and Sacsri's like, well, there's not another one. I can send my Overlords home.
Now, with the Wallen going down, especially if he gets the Forge, well, there's so many cannons to back this up.
Yeah, he's fine.
I think he's actually... Well, hold on a second. He's going to send more Hydras up here. He's not going to try to bust him, though, right?
No. He's got to switch into drones now. Yeah, see?
Well, he tried.
Well, how hard did he try?
Pretty hard. He wants to win pretty badly. How embarrassing. So he takes out the pylon. Losing the Forge is annoying. If you can get another Forge in your main. A lot of times, it's so funny how this matchup works, because you get a Forge and a Gateway to put cannons behind so you don't die. Then they tear that down, so you have to make a Forge again in your main just to get the upgrades.
It's such a
Protoss has to claw their way back from death so hard.
Yeah. It's such a patchwork matchup. It took so long to develop to this point.
Yeah.
Like, if you dropped Sacsri back into 1998, Blizzard would actually patch the game or the game would die.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's...
It had to go through all these iterations of everyone being bad and getting better.
Yeah.
Modern play back then, man. Well, from any race, truly, it would destroy it. Look at the 2 Forge. What are we thinking about the 2 Forge?
I don't know. It's fine, I guess. I mean, I suppose that you're not going to be able to push out for a long time, right? You lost your Gateway. Most of your minerals went towards cannons, which are now just irrelevant. You'll probably have to kill some of these to even get your army out. And because of that, why not just really power up and have a really healthy army? Why not get like 2-2?
Yeah,
because
like
you can't really do much on the map. The gateways come down here. So it's a much later gateway explosion. I mean, we're almost at 10 minutes, and that's when we're gonna finally have 5 gateways out here.
By the way, there is a Spire on the way at the back of the natural behind the minerals. This Corsair looking around. Switching to mutas here could be so strong. Look at how hard he's trying to zone him out. He doesn't want him to know so badly.
He's trying to hit it so hard. Oh, yeah.
I love it. Dark Archon.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us about all the
If
uses.
I wanted a boyfriend, I'd want it to be best.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that, man. Okay, so he's going to go for Maelstrom? Melee Storm?
Maelstrom.
Smash Melee Storm? But I don't know. The Muta's already out, and he doesn't even have 100 energy and probably doesn't even have that upgrade done yet for the Templar Archives. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Wow. And thus is the plight of Protoss until they can get all their tech up in this matchup.
Huh. In my calculations, Sacsri's a lot better than Best.
By the way, if he can get Melee Storm up, I think he's trying to hide the Dark Archon. I think the Mutas can see it from there, though.
Yeah, they might be able to. Regardless, I feel like they've done so much damage already that it doesn't matter.
Oh no, now the Corsair is going to get killed. Oh. Wow, really good game sense for him to get the Dark Archon there, by the way. The idea was there, he just didn't have it out in time.
Yeah, for people who don't realize, Maelstrom plus Psystorm kills Mutas.
Yes.
That's it.
One Maelstrom, one Psystorm, and they are gone. There it is.
But does he have a Psystorm?
Well, it doesn't matter. He's got Dragoons. See you in hell, Mutalisks. So that was actually pretty cool. Even though the Zerg did a lot of damage, taking out all the Mutas, it's a lot of gas. It's a big loss.
It's true. But he lost like 1 to 2 High Templars, plus a lot of probes, plus a lot of mining time.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
I'm digging Sacsri's spot a lot
By the way,
better than Best.
I love that Best keeps bringing out Dark Archons in all the matchups. I guess not in PvT, but in PvP and PvZ, he does it pretty often, and I really appreciate it. Because I think this unit does have a role, and we're seeing it right there. Had he not gotten that, the Mutas would have still been doing damage right now.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's a very worthwhile unit. Like, even Maelstrom on Hydras can be really good.
Yeah.
Maelstrom plus Psystorm kills just about everything.
Yeah. And it's not bad to have if you go into late game. I mean, let's say that Ultras become a reality.
Yeah. Feedback is amazing against Defilers, too.
Feedback comes out, I want to say, faster than any other spell.
It is. It's, yeah.
It literally,
it's unbelievably
it's
fast.
Instantaneous.
Yeah.
It's like a Goliath shooting a mine or
and
something.
its range is really good.
Yeah. And I think for good reason, you have to use that to combat spellcasters, but it's not a bad unit to have. It's just that the Dark Archon was scoffed throughout most of Brood War's history.
Yeah. I guess there's no unit you would ever mind control. The other spells are way more
Well,
powerful.
I guess in theory, yeah, you like get a worker and it's like, okay, we're gonna do this, but most
like if you
most
have that
games
type
are
of
too
economy,
tight. Yeah.
Does that turn into Muta versus Muta then?
Huh?
If you steal worker, does it turn into Muta
I
versus
actually know the
Muta?
rule for this. If you're fighting a Zerg, yeah, you end up going into Mutas. You'll just win the game.
That's hilarious.
If you actually get a drone, the actual correct path to tech, and it's very easy to do. It's probably one of the only times where you could really make a legitimate argument for mind control because it's so easy to tech into. You get a hatch, make a drone, spawning pool, layer, spire, get a second hatch. And you're already going to be on probably 4 or 5 bases. Actually, most definitely 4 or 5. You just make Mutas and win the game. It's so easy.
Huh. Interesting.
I mean, they can plague it, I guess, but you can do so much damage with Mutas.
You could go Muta Sair. Think about that against your opponent's Mutas.
Whoa.
That sounds imbalanced.
Sounds dirty. Blizzard, how embarrassing. Looks like we found out your game is broken after all this time. Now, Protoss is going to push. However, the numbers don't look good here for Best. Protoss is actually supposed to be at the Zerg supply, and the Zerg is supposed to be maybe a little bit below where the Protoss' supply is in this game. So I'm not liking this very much here for Best. I think Best needs to almost feign pressure.
Well, that seems to be kind of what he's doing. He's not doing a full engage at the moment. He's just kind of running around. This is definitely a decent map for this. If it's Circuit Breakers, it's too straightforward. Here, you have different paths that you can choose. And you can rotate a bit.
North versus south fights are actually pretty interesting because we have these dividers with the temple walls in the middle.
Yeah, 3 different ways you can go.
Or the ruin wall, whatever that crap is in the middle of the map. But yeah, it makes so that you can't just fluidly move your army. You really do have to pick fights.
Dude, Sacsri's macro's out of control right now. He's got 3 Evos and a billion hatches.
I don't feel like I'm ready to call Sacsri the scariest Zerg, but I think I need to start getting ready for it because his macro games look so good.
They look nice. But
Yes.
don't forget, failed cannon rush this game. Wasn't a perfect Best opener.
Yeah. I'm under the impression that Best just always opens up with cannon rushes.
I've seen him try it more than other
Like on
people.
Fighting Spirit specifically. He just knows how to do it. He thinks he might as well.
Well, I got news for him. Hasn't worked in years.
I wonder if it's a ladder setup that he has.
Might be.
You just always open up with this, because one thing about when you open with Cannon Rush, you also can always stop all-ins as well.
That's for sure.
And you know, first of
that's
all,
probably the most robust thing because you have 2 probes out.
Yeah, exactly. And keep in mind that. Well, hold on a second. We'll talk more about that in a minute here. I don't know that he can break this. This is such an ambitious move here by Best.
I think he's just poking an angle. I don't expect a full engage. Like, just use some spells and back up.
He's storming lurkers, Artosis. That's usually a sign that he really had ambitions of moving further forward here. Whoa, what is...
Oh, he's going to go Dark Swarm and kill that base, I think.
Wow, well, this is just so much here for the Zerg. I feel like Protoss backs up. Now, this was actually very patient here by Best. I think a lesser Zerg player would have freaked out and attacked into that. And this is a bad position here. Oh, can he get the feedback? Oh, let's just not find out. Now, let's also remember...
Tech.
Oh, great melee storm there.
Okay, so Best has gone up to 4 bases.
Yeah.
I know he hasn't caught up on supply yet, but I feel like the way he's roaming the map, just utilizing storms and range and stuff, not giving any full engagements, I feel like he's really on the comeback path.
Okay, nice snipe in here. He'll get these Templars. Ooh, big plague on those Dragoons. So, Sacsri has the entire bottom of the map. This is going to be tricky. Zerg is going to have a lot of control here. Protoss basically has to be ready for every counterattack, every drop. And I think if Protoss is doing this correctly, Protoss needs to be getting shuttle speed here pretty fast.
Oh, for sure.
You need to really fight the Zerg.
We just saw the support bay, so I'm sure that that's for speed. Like, maybe he'll get some Reavers as well, but I think speed's the first thing you get.
I also think it's ill-advised to try to full-on break any position. I think you can try to test the parameters of the defense, but I think if you try to push it too far, it's a fool's errand, Artosis.
Absolutely. Agree with that. Ooh, nice feedback right there.
All right. That's a moral victory right there for the Protoss. Even if Best loses this series, what's more important is he did get the feedback off on the Defiler.
2 kills on that Dark Archon.
So shuttle speed should be finishing. We're going to have storm drops come through.
But half map, half map. How does that actually go in this matchup, half versus half? Who's supposed to win that?
I think in this game, Zerg is going to get the initiative first here. So,
but if it's not that way, if it's like an even game rather than a slight lead Sacsri, then what?
It depends on where they go. I mean, both these guys have devastating moves they can do. Like, there's going to be a drop here, probably in the main. Now, here's where you want melee storm, by the way.
Oh, yes.
Here's where you want to have a Dark Archon ready to stop this. You want... Okay, this is just going to...
I think all the buildings are about to die.
Yeah.
You ready for this?
All right, guys. If you close your eyes and count to 5 and then open them again, the entire Protoss's main is going to be gone. All right? It's going to be more impressive than when David Copperfield made the Statue of Liberty disappear.
Oh, yeah. And much more painful.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Lurk Rag doesn't quite block the ramp.
He messed that up.
Oh, the forges. This doesn't seem right how quickly Adrenal Zerglings kill everything.
It's really funny.
Watch that, watch that. Have you ever seen anything die that quick?
No, the Protoss's main dies pretty fast. Now, actually, Best is going to handle this pretty well. I thought this was going to be much more devastating. But right now, Zerg has the initiative. So the next big maxed out army is going to hit in either the 3rd or the main. I'm sorry, or the 4th.
Yeah. He's getting ready to hit that 3rd and the 4th, I think. And if he has Defilers, it's very doable. The cans aren't going to do anything. Look at that. Probes are like, we'll help. Against Lurkers, will you help?
Got you, bro. Okay, Dark Swarm. I think this is going to be the beginning of the end.
Yeah.
We'll probably have more Overlords load up, more units in here.
Feedback.
Feedback.
Hey, that was a good
back feed.
Look at that. Ooh, beautiful. Good play goes down. Red Archon with Plague on it. Kind of hilarious. What are you doing but making him more red and taking away 22 health?
And there's the Reavers coming out here. So one thing about Melee Storm, guys, if you have it and you get to this phase, it's very good to put that in the main. 1 Storm will kill an Overlord, is that correct? Or is it 2?
1 Storm? No, I believe it's 2. Is it not?
I actually don't know. You don't normally have Overlords just sitting there, but if you have Melee Storm and the drop comes in, you can actually freeze the Overlords.
Yeah.
And then you just kill everything, and then you can continue to move into a better spot. I think roaming the map trying to look for Defilers was a mistake.
I kind of get it, though. Until the drop comes, feels like a reasonable play.
But the thing is, in half map, you know the drop's going to come. That's like what the Zerg needs to do.
Yeah.
Is drop your main, because by then you're already trying to stretch into the upper right corner, at least given these spots. So,
whoa, 8 kills on this DT.
Wowzers, he's still gonna die though. He's like totally screwed.
Yeah.
There's almost no way to recover here. And we're seeing all this red spill into the northern region of the map.
Actually, Maelstrom detects lurkers that are burrowed, right?
Yeah, I think so. It should. This is where you get to see Zerg actually force their army up a ramp against cannons and Psystorm and stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. Well,
Very
this is
sad,
a pretty good defended location. Maybe Sacsri overextends, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know.
2 Reavers, multiple Psystorms. Got a couple Zealots there.
Okay, now the real defense here is the Reavers. Wouldn't kill him to play
Red Archon,
no! He's the real hero here. Those are the losing conditions for this game.
I wonder what the Red Archon's name is.
I love that you call it a Red Archon. It's a Dark Archon, Artosis. He's a
what do
dark
you call
dude.
it? Melee Storm.
Smash Melee Storm.
Smash Melee Storm.
That was from the age where Day Knight and me were young enough we didn't know how to read right. We just said that's what we were saying to each other, and that's what
it's a
it
weird
still
word.
is that in my mind.
That Storm only got 2 drones. What? Ah, look at that.
Get the pylon. Oh, never mind. Okay, you know what? We're still here. We're still talking. You guys are at home still watching.
Well, it's 91 supply to 168, so we're technically still here.
Yeah, we're here in spirit. Okay, I think that this is going to go down. Well, hold on. But wait, there's Storm.
Not anymore.
Here comes the Reaver.
Don't forget that Zerglings counter
Reavers.
Yeah, Reavers, Storm, and Archons.
Yeah.
Okay, 2-2, tied up.
GG, boys and girls.
The macro wins going to Sacsri thus far.
Guys, it's 6:37. Are we going to just go right into the next series?
We might. It's possible. Have we had